Authorized antiviral pill is now making its way into Georgia pharmacies, but some quicker than others. We have an updated delivery timeline. Plus a break in a case more than a quarter of a century later, how Atlanta police cracked the case and why a mother says it is not the ending that she had been hoping for. On this Tuesday night, first this evening on the ATL, new Mayor Andre Dickens signing his first two pieces of legislation today, extending Atlanta's emergency order and mask mandate. Governor Kemp also announcing assignments for the 200 National Guard members that he promised to deploy. He tweeted that members will be working 16 different testing sites at 11 hospitals across the state of Georgia. These moves come as the state sees a record level new COVID case number, and we are seeing an average of about 17,000 cases a day. That's nearly double the numbers that we saw during the Delta surge. Georgia's positivity rate is also in the 20% range. For perspective, that is about 4 times higher than the WHO's recommendation to avoid high community spread. We're seeing more and more people checking into the hospital for COVID as well, and right now about 4,000 people are being treated for the virus. That's around 23% of all patients. Now, the CDC recommends keeping levels below 20% to help avoid dangerous strains on medical resources. One of the tools health officials say that will help us get through the pandemic is the creation of an antiviral COVID-19 pill. It is supposed to be taken as soon as you have been exposed or show symptoms to help keep people from developing severe symptoms. And now they are in some Georgia pharmacies. But as John Chiric found out today, they're not widely available, and physicians are equally frustrated. He joins us live now in Brookhaven. John, good evening.
This Walgreens in Brookhaven just received a small allocation of the new antiviral medicine for COVID patients, but only a few pharmacies across the state will receive any allocation at all at first, and most are still waiting for the shipments to arrive.
Antiviral treatments for COVID patients in a pill.
I mean, our phones have been ringing nonstop.
Dara Patel is the pharmacist at Unadilla Drug Company in South Georgia, who says she's already getting calls from COVID patients and their doctors wanting the new medicine. It's given by prescription only. Patel expects a small allocation by the end of the week and more later.
Well, I feel like it should help people. So many people right now are testing positive, and they really don't have very many options at this point.
The entire state of Georgia is receiving only about 9,000 doses of the new antiviral pills made by Merck and Pfizer in the first shipment. The state is allocating them to about 50 pharmacies spread across the state, including Ben Ross's pharmacy, Forest Heights Pharmacy in Statesboro. Doctors and patients calling him, wanting the medicine as soon as he receives it.
There's clearly way more demand than supply at this point. You know, this is going to be just a great tool that we have to treat COVID with, and you know, we're all excited about that.
I think it could be ground-shattering.
Alex Wills of Wills Drug Company in Ocilla says he just tested 11 people. 8 of them were positive, asking him for the new medicines that he hopes to have by the end of the week. But not enough yet for everyone who wants the pills.
It's been pretty overwhelming with the amount of calls that we've had already. Just asking about when we're going to be receiving them. You know, with the severity that this virus has caused, I think it's a no-brainer for people to want this so much.
Doctors have had trouble getting through calling in prescriptions. The demand is so high. The federal government is promising to increase supplies beginning later this month. Back to you.
John Chiric in Brookhaven for us tonight. Healthcare is not the only industry with staffing shortages right now. A recent report from the Labor Department showing 4.6 million people quit their jobs in November. Hope Ford talked to a legal expert about why employees are actually in the best spot during the Great Resignation trend.
Imagine being in the driver's seat, not in an actual car, a metaphorical one. And you, the driver, is what's steering a shift in the workplace.
And that is true for both hourly workers and also for, people in white-collar jobs and everything in between.
Jessica Sino, an attorney specializing in economics, corporate, and business crisis, says once upon a time, the thought process was people would rush back to work in record numbers once pandemic restrictions lifted. And, well, people did the opposite. And the biggest myth, she says, is the idea this is all tied to unemployment benefits.
Well, that's not true. I mean, unemployment benefits have been gone for multiple months now. It's not about the unemployment benefits. There are so many other factors.
Those factors include the obvious: more money, a better work-life balance, and feeling valued. Then there's the not-so-talked-about factors. A ZipRecruiter survey shows 54% of people want to work remotely. Another 19% are unhappy with how their employers treated them throughout the pandemic. Others left because of childcare, health benefits, retirement, and rising costs of living.
Your rent costs more, your gas costs more, childcare is astronomical.
What this all leads to, Sino says, is employees in power. Not just people in salaried or contract positions, but retail workers as well.
The sheer volume of positions that are open now allow them to have some level of negotiation for a higher wage, perhaps more time off, flexible hours if you need to pick up your kids from school.
Many employers trying to navigate this road, but still aren't seeing a lot of candidates moving their way.
Because they're not really being creative in the incentives that they offer for that employment.
Employees have the drive, and Sino expects them to continue to use it to guide them to a better opportunity.
An economic expert told 11Alive they do not anticipate a quick turnaround in 2022. Worker shortages may persist for a bit longer. We take a closer look at the industries impacted by the worker shortage and what is being done to help. It's all on our website. 11alive.com is your place. Chris?
You know, after a lot of sunshine today, we warmed up into the lower 50s. Not bad out there this afternoon, but now we're seeing a few clouds that are building in tonight, and thanks to those clouds, that's actually going to help those temperatures not to fall as much tonight as they did last night. You know, this morning we started off with temperatures around 30 degrees. I'm thinking we'll be around 39 to even 40 degrees here in the morning, and that's thanks to this cloud cover that's moving in. These clouds, though, are not giving us any rain, and we don't expect them to give us any rain tomorrow. It's just going to be a day with sunshine mixing in with a few clouds at times. Here's a live look, looking down at Athens here, where the streets are kind of quiet, but I'm hearing that the city's kind of filling up a little bit now. The students are getting closer to going back to school, and things are getting a little more active up in the Athens area. Here's what to expect for the next 12 hours. We will see a few more of those clouds around, but look, normally we see these temperatures falling overnight, but they're pretty much going to hold steady during the overnight hours and maybe down to around 39, 40 degrees for that low temperature early tomorrow. We will see some sun mixing in with the clouds tomorrow, but no rain yet. We will see some showers coming in on Friday as cold air moves in, and there may even be some mixing with a few snow flurries over parts of North Georgia. We'll break that down for you coming up.
Just taking one day at a time. Those are my plans.
What a horrible story this is. Emotional reaction tonight from the mother of a 14-year-old raped and murdered in Northwest Atlanta. This happened more than 25 years ago, and police say they now know who was behind the attack. Atlanta police today revealing more details about how they tracked down the alleged killer. 11Alive's Brittany Klein-Peter has that story for us tonight.
Investigators shared that they were able to match DNA evidence to a suspect behind the brutal killing of Nicole Smith from 1995. Alongside Nicole's family, detectives shared how they used genealogy and ancestry data to identify 49-year-old Kevin Arnold as a suspect of interest in the teen's case. With the help of GBI forensics, they then confirmed his DNA was a positive match to the DNA found at Nicole's murder scene. The break in the case coming just 4 months after police say Arnold died of kidney and liver failure in August.
Never imagined this person to be deceased. So many unanswered questions that I had for him that I could never answer.
Nicole's mother saying solving her daughter's case is bittersweet.
I would never say it was closure for me, because I'll live with this pain for the rest of my life.
Authorities say Arnold raped another teen 9 years after killing Nicole, but that 13-year-old victim wasn't killed and stood beside Nicole's family on Tuesday.
That I'm sorry that we had to meet under these circumstances.
It's okay.
But I feel like we didn't get the closure that we needed, but we got some kind of resolution.
The now 30-year-old mother expressing her frustration that Arnold will never be charged or arrested.
I'm mad that I didn't get that opportunity to face him, to look him in his eyes and have him look at me and relive, and to face me.
Police say Betty was raped in 2004, just a few miles from where Nicole was killed. They say Nicole had been walking to school along Campbellton Road in 1995 when she forgot a school assignment and turned into a wooded area to go back home. That's where they say Arnold raped her and then shot her in the face twice.
The department adding that the case was solved through the collaboration of decades of work between a number of homicide detectives and DA's office, along with the GBI and the Atlanta mayor's office as well. Developing right now, Atlanta police say they're still following leads in the stabbing death of Katie Janis in Piedmont Park that happened last summer. She was stabbed more than 5 months ago while walking her dog Bowie. There have been no arrests, and today investigators reassured the public that this case is not closed.
We continue to assess biological evidence, physical evidence, as well as electronic evidence pertaining to this investigation. So we are assessing a number of leads at this point in time. As Chief has indicated, we do believe that this investigation is moving in the right direction.
Police say they meet regularly with the FBI and continue to work closely with state and federal investigators. Anybody with information about this case is now asked to call Atlanta police investigators at 404-577-8477. One Atlanta family moves to Colorado looking for relief, but their home devastated by wildfires in an area between Boulder and Denver in northeast Colorado, but their home devastated. Up next, the family tells us about their struggle to recover as the smoke finally clears.
If you see breaking news wherever you are, safely snap it and share it with us using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
All right, look at this video of breaking news a viewer just sent us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
Life moves fast in Metro Atlanta. So does the news.
Watch 11Alive News at 11. You'll get breaking news and you'll get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow.
And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts.
We began with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We're tracking severe weather moving through the metro area.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
When it comes to weather, all you want to know is, how is it going to affect my day?
When you watch 11Alive Storm Trackers, we focus on the next 24 hours so that you can plan your day.
And when it comes to severe weather, we're live instantly, keeping you up to date and keeping your family safe.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Storm Trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11Alive News. The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11Alive News using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscast.
We begin tonight with breaking news.
And watch on demand.
We are tracking severe storms.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
It's tougher than ever to tell if something on social media is fact or fiction.
That's what makes 11Alive News different. We verify, and we're the only ones in Metro Atlanta doing it.
Verify takes stories and claims that have gone viral, sources that information, and then we vet it with the experts.
So you can be confident you're getting the facts every time.
If you haven't watched Verify, see the difference on the 11Alive Morning News and at 11 p.m.
Weather can't run from the 11Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge.
New tonight, the Reed family starting over tonight. Colorado wildfires outside of Denver and not far away from Boulder have incinerated their home, and this is what is left. Tonight, they spoke exclusively with our Palacero about their fundraising efforts to begin their lives over.
Joseph, Joanna, and Cindy Reed
Just feel like, no, like that it can't happen to you.
have been known for beating the odds.
We've been told multiple times not likely to live past age 20. And I think I took that as a personal challenge, and I'm 36 now, so still going strong.
And after losing their home in the Colorado wildfires last week,
ours is literally ash and rubble.
they're challenged to beat them yet again.
I never in a million years thought that I would lose my home and all my belongings and everything that I've collected and that's meaningful.
They made this house a home in 2019, moving to Louisville, Colorado after more than 3 decades in Atlanta, moving to find a drier and cooler climate to help Joanna's more than 10 medical conditions.
I've had over 100 surgeries in the last 20 years.
11Alive has been following her medical journey for a decade. And just 5 days after Christmas in 2021, Joanna was in the hospital when crews called for evacuations. Her parents and pets evacuated their home too.
The visibility was maybe 20 feet. It was already clearly completely out of control.
Coming back to nothing and to the unexpected news that their homeowner's insurance policy had a defect.
It's going to be a significant loss.
But just like the many other challenges they pushed through, this fundraiser helping them do just that.
Been sick since I was a kid, so it's a big comfort to me to know they're just 5 minutes away if I'm not with them. And so I'm really terrified, honestly, that they won't be able to afford to rebuild here.
An awful story. If you want to help the Reed family rebuild and stay close to their daughter, we have a link to that fundraiser on 11alive.com.
This is one of the worst storms we've seen in a long time.
Have you been following any of these stories about motorists stuck on I-95 in Virginia? This after winter storms brought nearly a foot of snow to the area. Many along the highway spending more than 36 hours in their car without food, some running out of gas to stay warm in 26-degree weather. It's unbelievable.
I kept thinking, they're gonna die in this cold. It was freezing. Like my daughter's cheeks were so cold. This shouldn't have happened. We're feeling guilty. We're feeling a lot of emotions. We just want them somewhere safe right now.
Absolute horror, as officials say. Much of this traffic now, it has been moved as of right now. And the remaining traffic is from stalled vehicles. They hope to have it cleared in time for tomorrow's morning commute. The pictures and stories are incredible, Chris.
Yeah, and that just brings back terrible memories.
I know it does, doesn't it? It really does.
Of situations that we have had here, with snow jams that we've had before, and that's up in Virginia, and that can even happen up to the north of us as well. So thank goodness they are seeing some relief up there now, and the folks are able to get to safety. And back here at home, we've been warming up today. We made it up into the low 50s this afternoon. We had a lot of sunshine. Now we're starting to see some of these clouds coming in from the west, and it's just that, clouds. No rain in association with this. You'll just notice a few of these clouds around tonight, and also during the day tomorrow, some clouds mixing in with some of the sunshine. Another view here at Athens, quiet night, dry roads. Comfortable conditions in Athens, pretty much holding in the 40s right now at 42. We're 44 here. Many areas are in the 40s. We do have some 30s like in Carrollton, Canton in the upper 30s, Gainesville upper 30s, mid 30s in Blairsville, and close to freezing right now up in Clayton. And as this cloud cover comes in tonight, it is going to allow our temperatures to pretty much hold there in the low 40s and maybe even dip down to 39 degrees for a low. And then tomorrow you can see that mixture of sunshine and clouds during the day. We will be a little bit warmer tomorrow than what we were today. Today's high was 51. We'll be in the mid-50s here for tomorrow with some of that sunshine that'll be breaking through at times, but no rain. So on our scale from 1 to 11, where an 11 is a perfect day, we'll go with a 9 on the wasometer, that low of 39 and high of 56 degrees. Here's a look at some of that cloud cover that's moving in right now. We're not getting any rain. We don't think we'll see rain overnight, even though this model is trying to depict some. I think most of that would not make it to the ground. There may be some drops up in the atmosphere, but not making it to the ground. In the morning, sunshine mixing in with a few clouds, and that's going to be the story during the day tomorrow, but still no rain around either, and temperatures on the comfortable side. Thursday is the day when we see some big changes coming in. That's going to be with cloud cover moving in over North Georgia throughout the morning. Around noontime, some clouds building in here, but this is what we're watching. Moisture moving our way. Now, it's going to be in the 50s in Atlanta, all right? But then up to the north, it's going to start dropping into the 30s a lot faster, and as that moisture comes in, that could mix in with some snow flurries. Right now, we're not impressed by really any much in the form of accumulations in far north Georgia at all. It's just going to mainly be wet stuff here, a few flurries in North Georgia, and then that dries out really quickly as it moves out of here. And then those winds shift coming out of the north and west, and we're going to have some really cold air pushing in Thursday night into Friday morning. Many people waking up in the 20s here on Friday morning. So 56 for a high tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. There's that chance for rain later on Thursday, maybe some flurries up in north and northwest Georgia. And then we're down to 28 Friday morning with a high of 41. 28 Saturday morning with a high of 52. Warming back up a little bit Sunday and Monday, still holding in the 50s, but a rain chance comes back at 50% Sunday, 30% Monday, drying out but cooling off again by Tuesday. Take a look at your weather wow moment for the day. This is from Cindy Gerbenstein in Roswell. Beautiful picture of the blue sky and an owl there perched on the roof, it looks like. Thanks, Cindy, for sending that to us. Cindy's one of our 11Alive community storm trackers. We would love for you to be a part of that group on Facebook. Just search 11Alive Storm Trackers. Ask to become a member, answer the membership questions, and you're in.
Verify, and we're the only ones in Metro Atlanta doing it.
Verify takes stories and claims that have gone viral, sources that information, and then we vet it with the experts.
So you can be confident you're getting the facts every time.
If you haven't watched Verify, see the difference on the 11Alive Morning News and at 11 p.m.
Weather can't run from the 11Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge.
Whether you're heading to school or the office, walk out the door prepared.
11Alive Morning News gives you breaking news and perspective on the day ahead.
From sunny skies to severe weather, know what to expect and what to wear.
And while I can't stop traffic, I can certainly help save you some time and frustration.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Morning News lately, see the difference. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m. If you see breaking news wherever you are, safely snap it and share it with us using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
All right, look at this video of breaking news a viewer just sent us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
Life moves fast in Metro Atlanta. So does the news.
Watch 11Alive News at 11. You'll get breaking news and you'll get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow.
And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts.
We began with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We're tracking severe weather moving through the metro area.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
When it comes to weather, all you want to know is, how is it going to affect my day?
When you watch 11Alive Storm Trackers, we focus on the next 24 hours so that you can plan your day.
And when it comes to severe weather, we're live instantly, keeping you up to date and keeping your family safe.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Storm Trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11Alive News. The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11Alive News using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near.
Well, it's pretty much obvious if you follow college football during the fall, we have seen the two best teams. The best teams are Georgia and Alabama. There's no doubt about that. 11Alive's Reggie Chapman explains how the Crimson Tide have been preparing for their rematch with the Dogs. Here we go.
I had a conversation with my high school coach, and he was telling me that your body is your engine, and I'm a car. And the only thing you need to get going is that engine. And anything else that comes with it, any accolades, anything else, that's just to make you look nice. But as long as you got that engine, you're going to be all right.
The motivation comes from inside for local Dutchtown product and Alabama star linebacker Will Anderson.
It's a mindset shared by his Alabama teammates heading into the rematch with the Dogs in the national title game.
They're going to try to take advantages of things that we did. We're going to try to take advantage of things and correct things that we didn't do well.
The type of team we have, we've never been that type of team to be cocky or anything like that. Or, oh, we beat them, we're going to do this again. We're very humble. You know, Georgia has a very good football team. They have very good players, very good coaches, ready for the challenge. So I think that's where we're at.
The Crimson Tide know it'll be a challenge to try and limit Georgia star tight end Brock Bowers, who had 10 receptions for 139 yards and a touchdown the last time these two teams played.
I think this guy is one of the premier players in college football. This guy's got great size. He's a good blocker. He's physical. He's tough. And he's got wide receiver skills in every way, shape, or form. Does a good job in his part of executing whatever he needs to do to help his teammates have success as well.
They'll also have to prepare for a confident Stetson Bennett. The quarterback bounced back after that tough showing in the SEC title game with an MVP-level performance in the Orange Bowl.
So to me, he's the leader on that offense. He helps them in tremendous ways. The biggest part of his game is just his legs and him running all around the field. So we just have to contain him in the pocket and make sure he's not running all over the field on that stuff like that.
Get it fast.
See stories and perspectives on the issues affecting you.
Whether it's sunny skies or severe weather, feel confident you've got an accurate forecast for tomorrow.
And we verify whether viral stories are fact or fiction. No one else does that.
If you haven't watched 11Alive News lately, see the difference. Watch 11Alive News at 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?
Do parents have the right to see their child's medical records?
Now you can ask us using the Near Me feature of the 11Alive News app. Just record your question, send it to us. Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscasts.
We began with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We're tracking severe weather moving through the metro area.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
When it comes to weather, all you want to know is, how is it going to affect my day?
When you watch 11Alive Storm Trackers, we focus on the next 24 hours so that you can plan your day.
And when it comes to severe weather, we're live instantly, keeping you up to date and keeping your family safe.
Accuracy and safety are everything. We want you to be ready for anything.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Storm Trackers lately, see the difference every day on 11Alive News. The next time you see severe weather, safely snap it and share it with 11Alive News using Near Me on the 11Alive News app.
Here's a photo of the storm that a viewer sent to us.
Download the 11Alive News app to use Near Me.
News happens fast. Stream it faster. 11Alive News is now on Roku. Stream live newscast.
We begin tonight with breaking news
and watch on demand.
We are tracking severe storms.
11Alive News. Stream now on Roku.
It's tougher than ever to tell if something on social media is fact or fiction.
That's what makes 11Alive News different. We verify, and we're the only ones in Metro Atlanta doing it.
Verify takes stories and claims that have gone viral, sources that information, and then we vet it with the experts.
So you can be confident you're getting the facts every time.
If you haven't watched Verify, see the difference on the 11Alive Morning News and at 11 p.m.
Weather can't run from the 11Alive Thunder Truck. A mobile weather center with the power and speed to chase down the strongest storms and bring you on-the-ground conditions. The 11Alive Thunder Truck, sponsored by Landmark Dodge.
Whether you're heading to school or the office, walk out the door prepared.
11Alive Morning News gives you breaking news and perspective on the day ahead.
From sunny skies to severe weather, know what to expect and what to wear.
And while I can't stop traffic, I can certainly help save you some time and frustration.
If you haven't watched the 11Alive Morning News lately, see the difference. Weekdays, 5 to 7 a.m.
Temperatures, not as cold in the morning. We'll be in the lower 40s, upper 30s here, and then highs near 56 with the clouds mixing in with the sunshine at times. We have some rain coming in on Thursday, maybe even some flurries up in parts of northwest Georgia on Thursday with a quick moving system. Then it gets really cold Friday morning down to 28 with a high of 41. 28 again Saturday morning with a high of 52 with dry conditions, mostly sunny. Another system with rain late Sunday into early Monday. Then it clears out, cools off again next week.
All right, Chris, thank you. And thank you for watching 11Alive Prime Time. can switch to 11 Alive News at 11 for more news and weather. We're ending at just the right time. Remember, the news continues all the time. 11alive.com. Have a great evening, everybody.
At 11 p.m.
Want to verify whether something's true or false?